Good morning, Ms. Locklear.
Good morning.
My name is Brandy Hunt. I am the licensed clinical social worker here at Family Connection Center, and I'd like to welcome you this morning. A little bit about Family Connections. Well, we work with families here in a positive regard to build effective communication relationships, positive boundaries between family, and engage in therapeutic sessions and skills that will help identify problems with the family and then find some interventions to come out with a positive outcome. Okay? Before we get started in every session, I always like to go over our confidentiality and HIPAA rules for informed consent as well. And what that basically means is confidentiality and informed consent are forms that are provided through the agency that you will sign and your family members as well for future sessions. And that basically states that everything in this room will be confidential, and the only time I will share any of your information would be to my other colleagues if I needed to discuss the case, and if there is any harm to yourself or if you want to harm any other people in your family, and I would have to report that to the authorities. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, great. Well, since you're comfortable with that, and I explained that confidentiality and informed consent, I actually have the forms right here. And I would like you to sign each one. If you want to read it over again, that's fine, but that was just the gist of it. Okay, great. Thank you. So, I understand that your family will be joining us today?
Yeah, my daughter, she's running a little bit late, having to get her hair done. She knew we had this appointment today.
Okay, understandable. Oh, there she is right there.
Oh my God, goodness. Come on, baby.
Always.
I know, well, I had to get my hair done. You knew I had to get my hair done.
You knew we had this appointment.
No, you sit there. I'm not going to sit there. I want to sit
beside me now.
because I feel like it's there.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Get your chair, baby. Just sit close to her. 'Cause I don't want, any problems with her today.
Welcome, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. My name is Brandy Hunt. I'm the licensed clinical social worker here at Family Connections. Excuse me. And I was just sitting here speaking with your mother and grandmother about what we do here at Family Connection. It's basically, in a gist, just building therapeutic alliances between the family members, identifying the problems going on with the family, and basically finding interventions to help us reach a positive regard and try and make the situation better for whatever it may be. Your mother has already signed her HIPAA rules, Ms. Locklear, for informed consent and confidentiality. And before the session begins, I actually like to explain it to you and your daughter, and then we would go into the session. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, great. So I have the forms here, and basically what it states for confidentiality, HIPAA, and informed consent basically means everything inside this room will stay inside this room that you talk about. Make sure she knows
that she don't go tell my aunt, my nanny, and everybody else about
what's
going on in this room.
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever.
And also, the only time I will report anything outside of the room will be between my colleagues, or if there is a duty to report if it's harm to yourself or harm to others. The consent report is for your daughter. Thank you for signing that because she is under the age of 18. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with these?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you for signing.
You're welcome.
All right. So one thing as a therapist I always love to do is go over some basic ground rules, and it just basically lays out the foundation for what our therapeutic sessions is going to be like. And I basically have just 4 ground rules. They're very simple. My first one is one person speaks at a time. The purpose behind this is to give everyone a chance to talk about their key concerns, and everyone gets their chance to voice their key concerns.
Well, she definitely needs to know that.
Whatever.
She will take over a decision.
That leads me to my next one. We will respect each other while we are in session.
Did you hear that, Sabrina?
No, I don't think you heard it.
I heard it clear.
Is that good enough for everyone? We respect each other
As
of now? Okay.
She better get it.
All right. Our third one is no negative comments, because as a clinician, I find that negative comments just tear each other down, and we're here to have a therapeutic session, and we want to build each other up. Okay? That's what Family Connections is about.
I'll try for my daughter because I know she's...
Let her talk.
Okay.
Let her do the rules.
Okay. Thank you. And last but not least, no cursing. I find that cursing
That goes for you, Sabrina.
just isn't
understand.
acceptable. Okay, so does everyone do the rules?
You watch your mouth.
Is everyone good with the rules?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and put those rules into effect as of now. Those four want to respect each other, one person speaks at a time, no negative comments and no cursing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Miss Locklear, can you tell me what brought you in today?
Well, my daughter, she is always partying. She works at McDonald's, and she needs to be at home with her 16-year-old daughter.
And McDonald's is not good enough for
No,
her.
it sure isn't. Anyway, excuse me, I'm talking. She needs to be at home with her 16-year-old daughter who is 4 months pregnant. Okay, this would not have happened if she just would have stayed at home.
And
Yeah,
just
home
to
and stuff.
clarify that, Nicole, you are 4 months pregnant, so you're in your second trimester?
Yeah.
Okay.
My baby's a good kid. She's a good student and everything. But, you know, people make mistakes and stuff. But, hey, if Mama would be at home with her, everything would be all right.
Completely understandable. Thank you for Ms. Locklear for sharing. And I also know that you are 42 and you're a single mother and you are a custodian with the
Yes,
public
ma'am.
school system, correct? Okay, thank you for sharing. Sabrina, a little bit about you. What brought you in today?
Well, I got pregnant with her when I was 16, same age she did as me.
Don't hurt my baby.
Following behind her, probably the same thing she did that I did. She's very dominating and she doesn't let me be myself. It's like it's always something. She judges me. I work at McDonald's and I party. Yes, I party. I do. And she acts like she does everything in the world for my child, which that's not the case.
I take care of your baby.
Yes, okay.
Okay? Yeah, I take care of your baby.
So what you're saying is that you are a 26 single mother. You work full-time at McDonald's.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in school or any type of education setting?
No, I'm not ready right now to go back to school. I feel like it's not my time. But
Okay.
she wants me to go back, but that's her
You
decision,
stop
not
partying so
mine.
much every night. Be at home.
Back to rules, ladies. Let's once again respect each other. Not
Yes, ma'am.
one person talking at a time. Thank you.
And it was my turn.
It was Miss Locklear. Okay, so what you're saying is you feel your mother is domineering towards you, and do you feel that she is taking over as the mother role versus the grandmother role for Nicole?
Yes, definitely.
You do. Okay. What has drawn you to that conclusion?
She likes to do everything with her. It's like she tries to take her away from me.
Okay.
It's always, I'm going with grandmother, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. She never says, Mom, do you have any extra time? It's always grandma, another mother. And it should be mother because this is my child and I want to raise her. Not like she raised me, but I want to raise my child like I want to raise my child. Because I feel like I'm 26 years old, I can make my own decisions, and that is my child.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that, Sabrina. So what I hear you say is you feel that you are a mature adult, despite the fact you do live in your mother's home, but you are fully qualified and capable of raising your child in the manner that you see fit. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nicole, let me ask you, how is the relationship between you and your grandmother? Is it good?
Yes.
That's good. What about you and your mom? Is it a good relationship? Yeah. What's some kind of things you like to do with your grandmother? Anything fun?
Cooking.
Ah,
Yeah, my baby
cooking.
can cook. Huh? She can fix up a cake in a heartbeat.
That's very
Good.
good. That's very good. Now, do you cook with your mom?
Yes.
You do? That's good as well. I'm glad to hear
And
that.
grandma not taking advantage of the whole situation. Again, dominating.
She's with me all the time.
I understand. Okay. So let's look at some things that we want to identify as our key issues here, and I'll ask each person just basically one thing. During the session, what would you like to get out of the session as far as the key issues with your daughter? Is there something you want to change?
I just want my daughter to be at home with her baby.
Okay, just want to be at home with the
Yeah,
daughter.
I've been taking care of this child since she's young. I've been taking her to her appointments. I feed her and I clothe her. I mean, Mom needs to step in.
So you basically want to just step back as the primary caregiver,
Yeah.
as mother role, and be the secondary caregiver as
That's
grandmother
right.
role.
I'm
So
old,
that's your
I'm
key
sorry.
concern?
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, Sabrina, same question. There's just one thing you want to get out of there.
The stress behind her
The
just
stress.
just all over me and it's all on top of me and judging me. And like McDonald's is not a good place to work. And but you, as long as I got a job and I'm trying to provide for her, I may not have it all the time, but I have it and I try to make ends meet with her. It's expensive. Kids, you know, are expensive. She's 16. She wants the things that other 16-year-olds want. And I can't give that to her with the salary that I make, and then I have to go to her, and that makes her, oh, you have to come to me now, so you got to follow my rules, and I'm in charge, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, so what I understand you ladies are saying is, Mom, you feel that you want to step back as primary caregiver, be grandmother. Mom, you want to step in the role of primary caregiver and allow Mom to respect you during the
Yes,
process.
and support me.
And support you. Fair enough. So basically, from what I've gathered here, I'm going to give you guys a homework assignment for our family structure. And basically what it is called a genogram. And with a genogram, it is just basically a pictorial representation of a person's family history and their basic connections with each other in the family unit. So within this nuclear family, what I would like to do is when you go home today, because we meet in 2 weeks, so before our next session, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to draw a circle and put your name on it. After that, I want you to draw a line and put a circle and put your mother's, for your example, you'll draw a line and put your daughter, and then another circle and put your granddaughter. And I basically want you to draw a strong line which represents a strong connection between that person. And if you have a broken connection between the other person, you basically draw a dotted line. And with that, once you draw your genogram, I want you to state 3 things that you've noticed from this session to our next session and what will be changed. And we can address it from there and see if there has been any positive or negative change. And depending on the direction we'll go is how we'll lead in for our next session. Is that fair enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you ladies for coming in, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
Thank you, Miss Brandy.
Thank you.
Come on, baby.